Hi everyone, it's your coach Sean coming to you on this cold, rainy, windy Monday. I am planning on doing a couple videos for you per week to start talking about more topics. I find that typing things up sometimes I get really wordy, so I'm hoping to keep these short and sweet. I like to talk better than type. So I'm hoping this will be a more effective way to talk to you about some things. But starting this week, I'm going to do 3 videos. I'm going to keep them under 10 minutes. And the first video I'm going to be talking about the 3 vital behaviors. So today I'm going to be talking about the first one. And the 3 vital behaviors are basically Beachbody gives us these 3 things that they say we should be doing consistently in order to build our business. And in the beginning, I didn't really listen to it. I did my own thing, and I have learned that you should listen to the bigwigs. You should learn from the people who have been really successful at this. And I've learned the 3 vital behaviors are what is helping me really grow my business right now. And they're simple. So I'm going to go over the first one today, and I will tell you everyone from a brand new coach to someone who's been doing it like me for a year and a half to some of these coaches that are making millions of dollars, they are doing the 3 vital behaviors if they're being successful. So the first vital behavior is invite, invite, invite. And so it sounds pretty easy, right? So what they're basically saying is that you should be inviting people to challenge groups, you should be telling them about what you're doing with programs and Shakeology, and that in general you should just be reaching out and connecting with people and inviting them to be part of this Beachbody world. To expand on that, I took that sometimes as, okay, I put a post on my Facebook page or I do an event invite to my challenge group and I'm good. I did the invite. But I was not hitting the key piece of what you need to be doing when you're doing this, which is basically you need to be reaching out one-on-one to people, building relationships, finding new people to work with. If you sit back and wait for people to come to you, they're not going to. You may have a handful that do, but it's when you're reaching out and you're being consistent and welcoming to people and opening that door so that they are comfortable coming to you for help is the only way that you're really going to build the amount of people that you can work with. So when it comes to inviting, I do 5 people a day. Beachbody really strongly suggests at least 3 people a day, new people that you're reaching out to. And one of the top coaches did a video on this that I thought was really interesting, and I don't do it, but it's a great way to start from. And what she did is she took all of her Facebook friends in alphabetical order, and she would say, okay, today I'm doing letter A. I'm going to reach out to everyone whose last name starts with the letter A. And you're not necessarily reaching out and being like, hey, you want to buy T25? Because really, that's not an effective way to work with people. You just want to reach out and say hi. It might be an old high school friend, a college friend, a family member, but someone that you're reaching out to and just saying, hey, how's life? I love that we can keep up on Facebook. But just kind of reaching out to people. And like I said, she did the letter A on the first day. And then the letter B and so on. And she reached out to every single Facebook friend that she had eventually. But this is how you build the amount of people that you're working with. Like I said, you don't have to do it that way, but if you do want to be successful, you have to be reaching out to new people every single day. And starting conversations and opening that door. I have many people I think who would have never messaged me to be in a challenge group or accepted an event invite if I wouldn't have reached out to them first and just started a conversation and showed them that I was Sean. They remembered me from high school. I'm still a warm, welcoming, nice person who's just wanting to be helpful and who is looking for people to join me. And getting healthy. And that's the basis of it. So really the idea behind invite is it doesn't have to be Facebook. It could be one-on-one in person, maybe at work. It could be you talking to someone about the program that you're doing, that mom that you met at a play group. I know I do that a lot. And I don't just come straight out and be like, hey, you should try Shalene. Once again, my tip is to be talking to them, and as it works into the conversation, bring it up. If it doesn't, don't force it. That's not the point of doing this. You want to be getting to know them better and finding out what their goals and thoughts are. So the second piece of this is that I wanted to share a little story about how inviting has worked for me successfully, and a situation where I was afraid. I think one of the number one things we're afraid of is rejection. So we're afraid of talking to people because we're afraid of how they may react. Maybe we're afraid they'll say no. So maybe you say, hey, do you want to be a part of a challenge group? And you're afraid they'll say no. And that's hard. It's really hard to get past, and it stopped me for a long time from reaching out to people. So I just want to give you a story about a positive situation where I reached out to someone I was really nervous about, and once I did, had a very successful situation. So there was a girl I went to high school with who was not very nice to me. She was one of the popular girls, a year older than me, and she was pretty mean to me and quite a few of my friends. And so she started to like a couple things on my Facebook page. We were Facebook friends, but not like talking to each other at all, just kind of that we're your friends and you don't talk. And she started liking some stuff on my Facebook page. She commented a couple times, but I would not reach out to her. I was nervous. I was also, part of me was thinking, you were pretty mean. Yes, it was 15 years ago, but you were not a nice person. I do not know if you're a nice person now. I don't want to interact with you. Finally, in December or January, after a couple months of this happening, I finally reached out to her and I just said hi. I kind of got past my bias and said, hi, how are you? Thank you so much for liking stuff on my page. I just wanted to tell you thank you, and your kids are adorable. I hope life is going well. And it started a conversation. And we started connecting back and forth, and finally I posted something about T25 and a challenge group I was doing, and she asked about it, and she ended up buying the challenge back. Her and her husband are both doing the program. They love it. She's been an active participant in my challenge groups. She's drinking Shakeology, and she's amazing. She's super sweet, really nice. It was 15 years ago. She's grown up a lot, as I've changed a lot, and she's actually been considering coaching at this point in time. So I guess the moral of the story was, if I would have never reached out to her, I don't think she would have ever reached out to me. I always want to ask her, and I might someday. But I think it's one of those important moments that helped me wake up that I have to stop being afraid, and I need to reach out to each and every person that, comfortable or not, I have to step over that line between being comfortable and being uncomfortable. And as soon as I step into being uncomfortable is where I'm finding my most success, and finding my most motivation is working with those people that I thought, that were initially uncomfortable to reach out to. So that's kind of it. My biggest tip at the end of all of this is that you're doing at least 3 people a day consistently, 7 days a week. Reach out to 3 people, new people, just saying hi, and it will truly help you build your business. So that's the end of Vital Behavior number 1, and I will be doing 2 more videos this week. I hope everybody has a great Monday. Bye.